Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Senor Hook talking here, and I kind of wanted to show you guys my Pokemon Sleep account. I'm gonna show my friend code afterwards if you guys want to add me. I'm still a noob, but it's a game that I've been investing a lot of time into because, well, for starters, I just think that sleep is a really interesting topic. If you guys have ever read the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, it's just a really eye-opening book. I suggest you guys listen to the audiobook. It's really interesting if you want to like fall asleep to it at night, and it's just absolutely insane how important sleep is. And a lot of the little notes that this game gives you, like in between starting screens, I've actually just learned just from listening to podcasts with him. But yeah, if you guys want to like just like listen, this is totally like a plug. But I'm just, obviously I'm not sponsored by him or anything, but you should listen to Seth Rogen's podcast with Matthew Walker. And if you think that's really interesting, you should definitely get the Why We Sleep book. Anyway, that's a little bit of a tangent. This video is not about that. It's really just kind of talking about this app, and I wanted to show my setup over here. Kind of forget how you do a community. Is it this? No, that's news. Research community. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to show you my friend code. If I can just not tap the record button. There we go. So here's my friend code if you guys want to add me. I already have like, I forget what the max is. Is it 100 or 50? Either way, I have about half of that. I can probably just tell from this screen. Loading screens, by the way, kind of suck in this game. I can't really tell how many people I have. Is it over here? Whatever. But yeah, this game, it's really, like, I don't know, if you're debating on getting this game, I just think it's something to try out anyway. And I just want to, just for what it's worth, I really got to say it's very much more in depth, however you say that word, I don't know, than Pokemon Go. I mean, that's obviously the biggest, everybody and their mother knows about Pokemon Go and has played that. But I don't know, I just feel like at this point, I kind of just, holy shit, sorry about that. I just kind of feel like that game is kind of just outdated because it's like, it's really hard to optimize. I mean, at the end of the day, you're kind of just spamming a bunch of buttons when you do fights and things like that. So, I don't know, I've kind of grown to be a little bit disappointed with Pokemon Go. But this game, on the other hand, has just has so many layers of complexity. Like just with the recipes, but some things that they really need to improve. For example, like if you go into your notes, if you guys can see, I only have 17 out of 48, and I had quite a few hours. I mean, I haven't been playing since launch, but yeah, I have a little bit of recipes, but a lot of them require items I still haven't gotten yet. I haven't gotten potatoes yet. I haven't gotten leeks, slowpoke tails, but I think those are really available only for some Pokemon and some Pokemon up until level 25. But you guys can see, like, this is like my favorite sweet recipe. I made this 7 times, the sweet scent chocolate cake. So how I've been organizing it so far, oh, by the way, something that I want to say about something that can be improved is I'm constantly needing to bring up like Smogon or whatever Bulbapedia in order to figure out what ingredients I need for each dish. And you can't tell from this screen, which is really silly. I mean, obviously a melty omelet curry, that's going to require some eggs. But like, other than that, it's really hard to tell. And you can really only tell by like starting to make his meal over here. So I'll go ahead and I'll click on Snorlax. By the way, pretty buggy. Like, do you guys see how he keeps just getting big all of a sudden? I don't know if that happened with the recent update. I don't know, but it definitely needs some optimization. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys. Maybe I'll make a recipe here. So right now you can see I can make a bean burger curry. And like it's just tough because like for example, I can't tell which ones I can make or not. And you know, obviously I'm still, this game is a marathon. I read a YouTube comment saying that. If you guys can find that comment, give it another thumbs up. Because it's so true. This, and I've been saying that to people I've been playing with too. It's just such a marathon as opposed to a battle or a fight. You know, so like for example, you're probably going to keep getting more and more better recipe. You're probably going to get more drowsy power from the mixed recipes at first, as opposed to your regular recipes. But these will keep leveling up. Do you see how level 10 simple chowder gives you 858 drowsy points? And then we have fancy apple curry over here for 755. And then the melty omelet curry has 2300 now. So obviously, like, you know, you're not always going to be able to make one of these things down here, or especially not any of these ones I haven't even made yet. So it's really good to keep kind of improving on some of the lower ones, in my opinion, as well. So probably like even this bean burger curry, which unfortunately is all I have enough for. I kind of messed up today, and I had a bad team, like going to sleep, and then I didn't want to switch out to the team that didn't get any rest. So let's go ahead. Maybe we'll get an extra tasty meal. Sometimes like it'll just say extra tasty. I don't know if it's just RNG, or maybe each week there's a set amount of extra tasty meals. Not entirely sure. But let's see, this one actually, you can always tell because there's an exclamation point right above the pot. Nope, no extra tasty meal today. But yeah, if you get extra tasty, it just becomes it gets like double the amount of points. So far my current record is about, I think it was like 19,000 drowsy points just from that one chocolate cake recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the bean burger curry to Snorlax. And on my alt account today, I was happy. I found a Ditto, and I gave it actually a Master Biscuit because in that alt account I was more wise with my diamonds, and I was able to buy one / sleep points. I was able to buy a Master Biscuit. I don't know. Do you guys think that's worth it? I'm not really sure. I should probably save it if I see like a god summon, like a Dragonite or a Charizard or something, but. So this is only my second run right here at Sion Island, so I'm only, we'll see, maybe I'll be able to get to Ultra before tonight, but you'll see it's 8:41, and yeah, this game, I mean, as silly as it sounds, it's like this game, it really encourages me to kind of put my phone away at night, and just kind of, I don't know, I just always want more drowsy power in the morning, and I want my Pokemon to be rested. So, like, if anything, it does encourage you just to put your phone away at night. And I know that's a really, really big issue. You know, if you guys are, like, minors, that's a really huge issue with kids nowadays, is just constantly being on their phones. And you just get a constant amount of input, and then you're up all night, and then, you know, I remember when I was in high school, I'd take, like, the daytime nap nearly every day, and then you just can't fall back asleep at night. But this game definitely helped to regulate. So I'll show you guys, let's see, I'll go through my sleep style decks. This was new today. I saw a Unsheltered Sleep. I don't really check these that often, so these aren't really actually new. By the way, does anybody know if you get 4 out of 4 sleep styles, does anything really happen? I think there might be 1 or 2. The Pikachu, I have 2 out of 2 on, I think. Where's Pikachu? He's actually kind of down, farther down the decks. Oh, there's a Ditto. The only one I've seen so far, and wow, oh my gosh, I just realized how many other forms there are. So, I've heard that he disguises himself as like Dragonite, things like that. So, but the only one I've seen so far in both of my accounts is just the, what do you call that? Rock formed sleep. Okay. I usually get rock formed sleep in the morning, if you know what I mean. Alright, so anyway, what else we got? We got 2 out of 4 here. I found a slack off, I remember. Yeah, I only found 1 slack off. But Oh man, I forgot about that. I'm kind of look at these Pokemon here. Yes, I'm on Mime Junior very recently. Oh yeah, and I gotta show off my my shinies. I do have a few shinies here. Oh wow, it's already a 10-minute video. Okay, well, if you guys are still watching this, then kudos to you. Here's Pikachu. So for this Pikachu, I was able to find both forms of the Halloween version. Hello, where is it? Here we go. So I don't know. Nothing really happens, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it did, I just didn't realize. Alright, so this was, I mean, the whole reason this video is actually to show you guys my Pokemon, but we're only doing this like 10 minutes and 50 seconds in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll go to my box. And this is how I've kind of been organizing stuff. I go to edit teams first. This is my EXP bonus. And it didn't fucking work this morning. Like, I didn't have any EXP bonus. But actually I switched these out, so this is not accurate. But I had a, I'll show you afterwards. But there's like a Psyduck who has the Sleep Research EXP bonus, and I had him. I mean, he wasn't on my team the entire day. Maybe that has something to do with it. I equipped him on my team yesterday in the evening time, so I'm not entirely sure why that didn't trigger. It was really strange. So I've been trying to make teams based on a single recipe here. So like if I have a dessert recipe week, I'll have these Pokemon give me cacao beans and ginger. The Larvitar is just there for the sleep bonus, as in not the EXP bonus, but just to give me extra sleep points, which I find is actually really helpful. Because me personally, I can't actually like sleep 8 hours. I don't really need that much sleep. Like I feel like 7.5 or so, or like between 7 hours and 7.5 is kind of optimal for me. So I don't really need 8 hours. So unfortunately that means that like I wake up before my Pokemon are fully rested, or like a normal time for me is probably like 80%, I think. So that's why that Larvitar really helps me out. So anyway, yeah, he's bringing me cacao beans and honey and Moo Moo milk. And War Turtle is an amazing Pokemon to bring in Moo Moo milk. And so if I don't have enough ingredients to make the chocolate cake recipe, then I make the recipe with Moo Moo milk. Oh, warm Moo Moo milk. That's just what it's called. I kept thinking about the chowder, but I just make the warm Moo Moo milk recipe. And then once that's done, then all I do is I kind of just save up for the cacao beans. I know Eevee is a good Pokemon to get cacao beans. Psyduck is not a good Pokemon. That's why I have 2 of them there. But like for honey, all I need is that Bulbasaur. But I really need, hopefully I can get like a better Psyduck. Or I think Eevee can also have Moo Moo milk or cacao beans. So maybe during next week actually. Today is Saturday, so I think on Monday they're starting the Eevee special. Hopefully I'll get a cacao bean ingredient finding Eevee. Ooh, that's lots of adjectives. Okay, this one's I was using this before, but this one wasn't too efficient. I need something with better egg finding skills. I mean, my Swablu was pretty good, but really, he was really good to Pamtree berries, because I think is he a berry finder? Swablu? Well, can I just check from this? Yeah, egg. Yeah, he gets double the Pamtree berries, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. So he was really good at finding Pamtree berries, but eggs was kind of difficult for me because it was like spread across 2 different Pokemon. One like ingredient finding Pokemon is a lot better than 2 just like neutral Pokemon finding ingredients, I find. Like, I was finding a lot more Moo Moo milk. I mean, when he is evolved, he's War Turtle, but even then, he was just getting... I mean, I had enough Moo Moo milk for that recipe, and like I was able... When I didn't have enough for a chocolate cake recipe, I was able to use extra Moo Moo milk just to make the warm Moo Moo milk. So I was getting... War Turtle is really good at bringing in ingredients. And so, by the way, you can see that this team is tired. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm gonna stick with the current team. And then I really just wanted to show you guys the rest of my Pokemon. Now, I have been pretty blessed, however, with... Oh, nice. Thank you for the sausage. I've been pretty blessed with my shiny collection. Check it out. So I've got my shiny Golem here. He was a lucky find. I found him as a Graveler. And the best thing about, especially evolved shiny Pokemon, this guy is probably gonna be my Umbreon soon. That's gonna be an awesome shiny. But the good thing about shiny Pokemon is, if you just give them the bonus biscuit, they will automatically basically get filled up. Actually, I don't think it even needs to be the bonus biscuit. I think you just give him any... Yeah, if he's like a lower level, like not evolved Pokemon, you can just give him the regular biscuit and they'll just automatically join your team. So, and they're always hungry, so they're pretty easy Pokemon to get, which is really good if they're evolved. Oh yeah, so here's my Swablu. I did want to just see. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm like tapping on this really hard. Yeah, so he has helping speed up, and he's a berry finder. So this guy is like shooting out Pamtree berries like they're pee, basically. He's giving out so many Pamtree berries. I don't know why I chose that comparison, but check it out. I got a shiny Shuppet. Bling! Awesome find here. I think his nature is pretty shitty. Like main skill chances goes down with lax. And well, actually that's not bad because he's not a skill Pokemon. He's a berry Pokemon. But there is 2 gold ones. So I mean, if I want to bring him to level 100, but I mean, come on, who is honestly bringing these Pokemon to level 100? I don't like. Is it become easier? And by the way, here's my other pride and joy, my shiny Rylu. He was probably like the only. He was the first Rylu that I found, and he was shiny. So that was very, very lucky. Some Pokemon, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to start getting rid of. Just because Wigglypuff is so cute in this game. Probably just because there's not enough space, and I mean, items are very, very scarce if you're not gonna use money. So I'm really saving all my gems with for biscuits. And oh my gosh, they have to do something to increase the biscuit consumption, or the creation of biscuits, because I mean, it is such a freemium game, you know, and that's kind of the only thing that I don't like about this, is that it's so difficult to come across biscuits, and yeah, it's the main point of the game, you know, that's how you get Pokemon. And there's a little bit of RNG, but I just love the depth of the natures. I love how they included that in this game, and just like the recipes. And oh, this is where the Pokemon. So he has a research EXP bonus. I was going to show you the side up, but Golem works just as fine. It boosts the EXP you earn from performing sleep research by 6%. But somehow, like, it just didn't work. Like, this morning I checked my sleep research and it had there was no bonuses. So it's really, I don't know if they have to be on your team the whole day prior, because I kind of just switched them in like a few hours before I went to sleep. So I'm not really sure. But I do want to see, however, when I first started playing this game, because right now it's November 17th. My first one was October 2nd? That doesn't sound right. Oh wait, no, I think it was maybe about that time. Definitely not this, because this is during the Halloween event. Yeah, I don't think I have any other... Can I do Pokedex number? Just kind of want to see when I start playing. But, yeah, anyway, you can probably just check from the other information that I showed you before. So yeah, guys, I don't know, let me know if you want to see videos like this. Right now I just really like this game a lot. I think it has lots of potential. I think a lot of things need to be updated, like the recipes I mentioned before, just including which items you need, or maybe on the recipe list, just including like let things light up when you can make a recipe that you haven't done yet. Because I mean, otherwise, it's really difficult to play this game without the power, the power of the internet, without the help of the internet. So, all right, guys. You know, I have a lot more to say about this, but I'll save it for another video. All right, so leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.